Hey there, everybody. Matt Carter here.
And Jessica Carter from CARTERMATT.com.
I know we just got through Christmas, but for some people, this may be the most wonderful time of the year. It is Bachelor season. It is time for ridiculousness. It is time for people doing stupid things on the first night.
I'm really excited about Peter being the Bachelor. I wasn't 100% on board when it all was announced, but I'm all on board now. I think he's going to be tremendous entertainment.
I'm still salty about Mike not being the Bachelor, but at the same time, I kind of do feel like, we can all get on board the Pilot Pete flight to Crazy Town. That is probably going to be a lot of this season if, early indications are clear. It feels like we're going to have some interesting contestants. It seems like there's going to be some drama, and this video is designed to be a preview for what you can expect to see on the first night, let alone through some of the earlier part of the season. Rest assured, no spoilers, we're not giving anything out, but these are just some fun little things that sort of get your interest piqued in the drama if it is not already there.
And if you have spoilers, please don't leave them below. Matt and I are not spoiled. We don't know what's coming up. If there's anything out there we don't want to know, we just want to come along for the journey with you guys.
And I know there are a lot of people who love spoilers, but I like to think there are people out there who also want to kind of follow things along as it happens.
Yeah, and we're those people. We're here for the journey.
Well, just like Peter.
That's right. We're here for Peter's journey.
Insert dramatic music here. We need to go do some stock video footage of us just standing somewhere. Because that's what they do on this show every time. All right, if you like this video, be sure to give us a like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any other updates. I guess let's start with this. Over under 4 shirtless shots of Peter in the premiere.
Oh, for sure.
Okay, I think I feel like it's gonna be about 6.
Yeah, I'll say 5. I'll say 4 or 5. I think there's going to for sure be some.
Yeah. If it's in the shower 3 minutes into the season, I don't know what I'm gonna do with myself. But
I know, but that's a Bachelor classic. They love to throw them in the shower and be shirtless. I don't know. Okay, I don't get it, but I don't think I'm meant to get it. But okay, so let's start. People love abs.
I guess so, but we all kind of know Pilot Pete already. He was on Hannah's season. Yep. He was popular. Yep. The windmill stuff with Hannah will probably be brought up even more than he will be shirtless.
Absolutely, and we got to meet his family, and I really like them.
Yeah, I like Peter's family, great reality TV family.
Yeah, they are. I'm pretty excited to see them come back.
Yeah, I mean, The Bachelor is not exactly the most in-depth show of all time. They just have 4 things that they find, and then they just hit that time and time and time again. So we will see Peter's family.
Yep.
Probably shirtlessness.
And a whole bunch of pilot
jokes. Windmills.
Absolutely.
I don't know if there will be anything else beyond that.
They will beat it into the ground in Bachelor fashion, but I'm here for it.
Just with that in mind, we're just going to give you a tease of some of the stuff on the first night, because some of this is really just hitting this pilot thing. You guys, Bachelor, this is not revelatory for you. You already had Jake Pavelka. You don't have to try this hard anymore.
Yeah, it's true, but now I feel like they're actually raising the bar because with Jake, we had some stuff we had On the Wings of Love as his theme song, but this feels like it's going to a next level for Pilot.
Could you say we're entering a new altitude? Okay, I'll stop. I'm not going to do what they're doing. All right, so...
Why are you lying
I know,
to
I
them?
will. I probably will. Okay, so...
There will be plain jokes and puns for the whole season.
You're welcome.
Don't even worry.
All right, so we know there will be, for some reason, 3 flight attendants on this season. I at least 2 of them are going to go home the first night. I feel pretty confident in that.
Yeah, I actually was kind of wondering with him being a pilot and having all the flight attendants, if he was going to immediately not be interested in having someone who's a flight attendant.
Yeah, I feel like he's not. I feel like this is going to be a situation where he will... I don't know. I think it's the travel schedule. I mean, he's already going to be traveling all over time. He probably doesn't want a partner who has the same thing going on. Then they never see each other.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well. If he's already kind of all over the place, that he doesn't want to end up with someone else who's all over the place, that it's going to just make for a very difficult relationship.
If we were just to imagine ourselves, let's say I'm Peter for a moment after the first night and you're a producer, I would just Really? 3 of them? Like, I could see one of it, so you want to do your kitschy stuff about the flight attendant, but 3...
Well, Chris Harrison did basically say that they're going to pound this into the ground, so here we are. 3 flight attendants.
Also, in terms of notable first night plane-related entrances, we have someone who apparently... Maybe she should be on America's Got Talent and not The Bachelor, because she's going to pack herself in some luggage and then just, like, unzip it and be like, oh no! Like...
That's pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, like, it's better than most.
Clever.
It's at least showing you're kind of outside the box and you're willing to put yourself through physical pain in order to be there and make an impression. So, kudos to that. Also, there's going to be a woman who has, like, some sort of, like, paper plane apparatus and just going, like, as you get into the mansion.
These are the people that I always feel like never make it that far.
These are the people who I feel like I think there was like one person, I don't remember her name, I think it was Lindsay, who showed up in a wedding dress. I think it was on Sean's season. She made it, but like 95% of them.
Well, I also remember, oh my God, this is a long time ago. I think it was Emily that had Jeff who showed up on a skateboard.
Yeah, that's true.
And I always had originally, when I first saw him, I was like, oh yeah, he's cute and seems nice, but skateboard?
Yeah.
No.
Well, now I'm remembering it. I think JoJo showed up in a unicorn head too. So maybe they actually do better than we think, but it's like some of them, the paper airplane thing, I just feel like, I don't know. I feel like they gave her this idea and then I don't know. There may have been drinking involved before the first night to get there with the paper airplane. Yeah. But, okay, so we'll go through some of the notable contestants. I mean, some of them we don't know that much about other than occupation. I am a lover of all weird Bachelor jobs.
Yeah, you love that.
I'm disappointed, though, that there's nobody whose job is dog lover or something like that, as we've seen in the past.
I want that to be my job.
Dog lover.
I'm just a dog lover.
Hey, what's wrong with being a dog lover?
That's right. That's my job.
Yeah.
I'll just cuddle my dog all day.
Yeah, there's nothing...
And someone can pay me for it.
I feel like they're not trying to humiliate the contestants as much from the jump anymore.
Yes.
So I think they're trying to come up with more creative things. But we have someone, I don't know, I may have early butchering of pronunciation, but Avonlea is her name. She's from my home state of Texas. There's always a lot of Texas people on The Bachelor and The Bachelorette for some reason.
I think in general on reality TV, they love the sort of the Southerner to come on in and give some of that hometown feel. And I think it's a character type that a lot of reality shows really like.
She is a cattle rancher, which is very impressive. I also have a lot of questions. It's just sort of like, is... being a pilot and a cattle rancher is kind of just like two very polar opposite things.
Opposites attract, and if she's a cattle rancher, I'm assuming that her job is pretty stable, so she's going to be where she is. And like we said a bit earlier, I do feel that he may not want somebody who's going here and going there. They're on opposite schedules, that maybe having a partner who's, my job is here, and this is where I work, this is where I live, if you're interested in that, great.
Can we already make her a contender to be the Bachelorette just so we can have, like, the cattle ranch Bachelorette season where,
that'd be awesome.
You got, like, these guys just, like, humiliating themselves falling over at the dude ranch?
That's right. That'd be awesome.
All right. Well, okay. That's at least interesting when it comes to jobs. Also, Tammy, house flipper. Usually, I feel like contestants on The Bachelor or The Bachelorette, I'm always thinking, okay, these people are trying to chart how they're going to end up on Paradise. They're going to chart how they're going to be The Bachelorette, or maybe they actually do want to be with Peter or whoever the lead is. Is Tammy there because she wants her own HGTV show?
Maybe. I mean, maybe not. I know a couple house flippers as well, and I don't know that they're out looking for that, but it's a great job. If you're good at house flipping, you're doing all right. So, I mean, that might be something that's interesting to Peter, because it sounds like Peter's pretty stable. That's why the cattle rancher also seems interesting to me as a potential Peter person, that he may be looking for somebody else who's stable.
Well, somebody who sounds like she might be around for at least a little while, and I'm not giving anything away here. This is just based on Chris Harrison. He did this video stream where he went through a lot of the women, and it's difficult probably to try to list out like more than 24 people and try to find original things, especially with them all like going home, some of them going home early. But with Victoria F., Chris Harrison took a little bit of time with her, And he basically was kind of like, she goes through almost everything a contestant can go through, including some things that have never been done on the show before.
Which is kind of exciting because, like we've said,
Yeah.
Bachelor likes to... There's a couple things that they like to do over and over again and that you expect every season. Like, here's the contestant that has a boyfriend or a girlfriend back at home. Here's the fantasy suite dates. Here's the meet your family dates. Like, there are a lot of... Here's the exciting, scary, horrible date where everybody's really afraid and they should be dates.
Yeah.
So there are some staples that we have. So when he said, then she's going to go through a lot and we're going to have actual Bachelor first, I'm here for this.
It's probably going to be really, really controversial. It's probably either going to be dramatic in maybe a fun way or dramatic in maybe a, like, oh my gosh, this is terrible way. I don't believe we will get to, like, the Luke P, like, sewer level where it's just all, like, horrible and everybody's just mad. And because, like, the Luke P stuff wasn't fun.
It was tough to watch.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna sugarcoat that. For me, it was really tough to
Yeah.
watch. Really cringy. Made me feel uncomfortable watching it. I felt bad for Hannah. I felt bad for everybody. It was very awkward.
Yeah, like, I want my Bachelor fights and my controversies to be ridiculous. Like, like something happens, somebody steals someone at the wrong time. Like, somebody goes and, like, takes all the food from whatever the catering is. Or, like, give me weird house hijinks.
Yeah, something that's not too hurtful or strange.
Yeah, but I mean, Victoria is someone... there's apparently more than one Victoria. Victoria F is going to be someone who apparently... we have to watch out for because she's not going to go through everything probably in the first night unless this is
I hope not, unless this is one of those we got really drunk and then everything bad that could happen or controversial all happens at once.
The most dramatic first night in Bachelor history. But this may actually be one of the most dramatic first nights of Bachelor history because this brings us to the Hannah Brown of it all. Because Bachelor... I know, not to turn into John Paul Jones here and be like, don't insult my intelligence, Derek, but like, not doing, but Bachelor produced, don't insult our intelligence and make us think that this did not film while Dancing with the Stars was on.
Yeah, or that there's some sort of chance that Hannah's actually going to be coming back. We all know she's not coming back.
No. But instead, they're, like, showing these previews of, like, Peter trying to ask her to be a part of this season. Let's be real here. This is probably what happened. Okay, so I'll call up Hannah. Hello, Hannah. How's it going? This is the producers. Hello. Would you like to come and do this for us? Okay. And then that's basically it. Then that's the end of the story.
Yeah, and then they probably didn't tell Peter exactly what was going on. So yeah. I feel like it's probably going to be genuine from him for sure. And I don't think that Hannah doesn't have any sort of feeling or caring for him. I mean, they shared a lot. They went through a lot. Like, I think it's there. But I think he's going to maybe not know that she's not going to say yes. That maybe he thinks she is there to stay.
Yeah, I mean, I think there will be some real feelings rooted in all of this, but I mean, I think at the same time, the producers, they give zero you-know-whats about the real feelings part of it. I think they just want to promote this with Hannah.
Absolutely, and I totally understand. Yeah. I mean, she's a really big draw. People really like her. Yeah. And just won Dancing with the Stars. Spoilers, sorry for your luck. Yeah, well. But, it's been over for a while.
Yeah. I mean, that's not our responsibility anymore. I'm sorry.
But no, she's really likable. I absolutely understand why they wanted to try to find some way to bring her back. Yeah. And I just can't see that they were going to be able to bring her back as, like, an advisor. Yeah. To be like, hey, Peter, I know it didn't work out with us, but here's some pitfalls to look out for. Let me help you on your journey. That would just be like, no.
I think after spending as much time as he did with Luke P, I think Peter knows all the pitfalls.
Yeah, I feel like Peter's going to be all right.
Yeah, Peter's going to be, I think, fine. I think Hannah will probably be gone by, like, episode 2, episode 3. I don't think she's even going to be a regular contestant, so no. I don't think if you are a Hannah hater, you're probably not going to see her that much. No. If you are a Hannah lover, it'll just be a little cameo at the start. Couple other odds and ends. There were headlines I don't know, like a month or two ago that Peter somehow like hurt his head really bad during this season, and supposedly he got a lot of stitches, and he was like wearing a hat or something like this. This could be one of the first seasons of The Bachelor where The Bachelor could be somehow concussed like halfway through one of the dates.
I'm sure if it's too bad that, he wouldn't be going forward with it.
No, I think it's probably, but they're going to make it seem probably as though Peter dies halfway through this season.
Absolutely. And then, of course, this will give an opportunity for some of the women to be able to care for him and show that side of them. It will definitely be a storyline.
The funniest thing to me is that it feels like on at least every other season, they always show like an ambulance and they're like, this season on. And then they're like, it doesn't even show up the rest of the show like half of the time. It's just randomly, they got some B-roll of an ambulance they threw into the first episode that just made us all freak out. But finally, Chris Harrison says that there could actually be some fighting between him and Peter. He said this on Good Morning America, and it said a lot of it was kind of based on that Peter apparently is very indecisive.
Yeah, which it's interesting that Chris would be, I know that he does like to try to give a little bit of advice here or there, but I mean, most of the time, he doesn't step in that much that there would be any type of fighting. I just felt that going into this season, and I still feel this, that Peter is a person who wears his heart on his sleeve, and when he falls for someone, he falls really hard, and he makes it's a little bit, he doesn't hold anything back, so he could end up getting a little decisive if that happens with him and more than one woman.
Yeah, I kind of feel like this is going to be a situation where like maybe at like final somewhere around there, Peter will start having feelings for all of them, and then Chris Harrison will be like, you got to make some decisions. And, Chris Harrison describes it as, like, tough love. It doesn't sound like, he's going to be screaming at him, or Peter's going to be pulling a Colton and jumping a fence and trying to take off for production.
Yeah, nobody's pulling off the gloves and starting to pound each other.
No, this is not, we're not getting that season of The Bachelor. We almost got enough of that on The Bachelorette. But, it's going to be a fun relationship, though, I think, see unfold. And fingers crossed, this will be a fun season to see unfold. But we're going to have all sorts of coverage for you guys coming throughout the season. This is just a preview for all of it. But before we wrap it up, what do you guys want to see on Peter's season of The Bachelor? Let us know in the comments. And if you like this video, give us a like, subscribe, and you can support us further by checking that link in the description to the CARTERMATT store. And we'll see you here next time.